Well, it was a chance to work with Bill Condon, whom I admire greatly, who wrote and directed Gods and Monsters, which I thought was one of the better films I had seen, about 5 years ago. And I thought Kinsey was a very, very interesting man, a pioneer spirit, someone who wanted to better mankind by supplying knowledge because he saw a gap in knowledge, that knowledge being human sexuality, of what we do with each other and to each other.
How do you see the character? Because in some people certainly think he's a controversial character. What would you say to critics who say, perhaps you're making a hero out of him in this movie?
The movie is not making a hero. We're showing warts and all. We're showing the man, the research he got up to, with his limitations. But he was a superb, supreme scientist. That's not to put him on a pedestal. He
And
was
what he
most
did
certainly
was very,
controversial.
very important, and it was groundbreaking, and people are still terrified of hearing it now, which is, I think is the answer to your question, that people are still frightened of this stuff, and that's why they want to do it now.
Denigrate him.
People are always frightened of knowledge, of knowing more. There are some people who'd much rather close the doors and be cozy in their, homespun opinions that make them feel safe.
It's true. I mean, this film was obviously set during the 40s and 50s. What is it about it now that's going to make it resonate today?
Oh, I think look at the world around us, if sexuality is still such a huge can of worms, and
It's controversial.
and people are still full of prejudice and ignorance. There were a bunch of things I didn't know till I saw this movie. I was like, oh, I thought I knew.
Just finally, if I can ask, this is you have played real life characters before a few times. Is that sheer coincidence, or is something about those characters that really appeals to you?
They're usually the best scripts I've read. It's just a coincidence they happen to be about people who have lived or affected society in some way, but I'm proud to have done it.